All right, welcome to MIBR versus Tequila Sunrise. We're starting off here on Bind. With me, I have Knight on color and the lovely Ethan observing. Linus on the production, on the decks. So, yeah, looking for a quick start here. MIBR likes to just kind of chuck JP and Basil at their opponent, so look for that.
I'm hoping they go aggro here on defense. Kind of looks like they're about to.
Yeah, they are leaning toward a B split here. A bit of a peek as the haunt goes down toward Tequila Sunrise. They're wide to get the shot off to destroy it, but they do have long here, taking Garden first relatively quickly. Spaceman with the C's. They do manage to get into the pocket there. They try to pour out of Hookah, but they are getting melted. Lazy Not Tired finds 3 with the Bandit. Last one in Hookah. Guns collected. Close to a flawless round here, but they can keep it going.
Flawless.
That is Andrew B getting the classic shot onto Epsilon for the first round.
Yeah, they all just got stuck at the choke point. I didn't see anyone like fully send it, and I don't know what happened to Shadow there. I didn't see him, but it kind of looks like he just died instantly, and there was no one to take the space.
Yeah, it looked like he may have caught part of the C's as he was blast backing out of Garden there, so that could have made him an easy target. Not exactly sure what happened to him there, but a lot of stall utility coming out from the defense. Keep the attack at bay. Starting out with a leaning toward a short push. Yeah. See when they bring up that wall.
I would kind of like to see Tequila get some of the orbs here, but it seems like they just really want to go 5-man push.
I don't think they're all going to group up behind this as Andrew tries to find some spam, not finding anything. And Shadow just walks out, does not get punished after JP a bit of a whiff there. Lazy, not tired. Gonna have to play around this. Does not find any as K-Dag does get traded out by Andrew B with that Guardian. They are kind of grouped here toward U-Haul. Here's where they're at. Basil does find one there with the Outlaw. Oh, and a nice shot from H to take down Andrew B. The JP finds the trade though on Snow Ready, cleaning up the kills. Epsilon just okay with the right click. Bit of a messy round there toward the end though.
Yeah, and we kind of expected this to happen, but I did like the buy from MIBR there, but man, they really just wanted to get up and get the kills and get the round over, which I think is a little bit of lack of discipline there. Could cost them a couple rounds in the future maybe, but we'll see what happens.
We'll be coming into this third round here. Bonusing in the Outlaw though, there are some light shields on Tequila Sunrise, so look to capitalize there, fit in the hands of Spaceman. Bit of a long push. H just tried to spam, but they are pushing through the smoke. Basil flashing through, but not quite pushing. The spacing might have been a little awkward there. But, oh, and he does get caught by Basil's spam. Unfortunate for H there.
Cutting through.
Seems like they're a little lost here, TS. They have to raise in the backlines, and that's gonna delay this push, I think. And look at the stack from MBR. I just don't think TS are gonna win this run unless they rotate like pretty soon towards A.
And like the smokes are coming out from Clove. Yeah, Basil does find yet another kill onto K-Dag in long. Still holding that space, keeping them out. It does potentially force a bit of a rotate, maybe back through short for these other two players. Shadow, though, holding strong in Garden. Using that utility to possibly sell a bit of a fake, but does TP instantly. The flash coming through. Spaceman nailing that shot onto Epsilon. Shadow does find Andrew B in shower, though. Down to 15 HP. Spaceman is watching and doesn't quite land the first one. Does connect on the second one, though. Take down Shadow. 4v1 now. Spotted out by the Haunt.
Oh man, this is a rough start for TS. Even though they did so good on the eco.
Yeah, Slow Ready does find a good kill through the flash there against JP, but it's not going to be enough. Basil is going to defuse. Spaceman finds that third kill with the Outlaw. Did mention beforehand that there were some light shields there, so big round for the get that rifle round.
Yeah, I think that round just comes down to the positioning there, because it seems like they just really felt like kind of ranked-esque, where everyone was just like autopiloting towards like one spot, and then everyone was out of position, especially the, like I said before, Raze. So they didn't have their entry, so they were kind of just like sitting in hookah and long, just waiting for Raze to come back. But it seems like they're about a 5-man push here, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, another push potentially up short. The dog will be coming through into you, not quite seeing anything through lamps. They're just going to push behind this wall. Flash coming out, getting all of JP, unfortunately. He cannot get any shots out. H finds the timing through the smoke, but maybe he lands a shoulder shot there. A bit of a strange one. Slow Ready does manage to get the plant down. And if you push into shower, Snows gets the jumping sheriff shot onto Andrew B. Basil, man, try to get maybe find Epsilon through the wall there, but gets taken down by a nice shot from Hage. TP's into bed. Finds another nice head peek kill on the metal there, and does flash. Spaceman off the angle. And, looks like that will be a save. With the op there. He will go hunting a bit. Maybe it's through.
Bring them down.
Potentially trying to just give H that 8th orb, regardless of whether he dies or not.
Marked one. Thrifty.
Not going to get it though.
Yeah, it seems like a miscommunication, like on the people towards A. The guy like that was towards Bath, he was just like it feels like he wanted to fight, but then he realized his teammates just weren't there to help him. He kind of just got caught. It just snowballed into H getting a couple like frags with the Vandal and just basically hero rifling it, which is a little bit unfortunate. It doesn't bring them down to an eco, but it does do a lot of damage on their eco.
Spaceman yet to find a death actually in this game so far. They do have the one, and he legs him while H finds Andrew B in showers on the other side of the map, but
Bring them down.
Epsilon will have very little HP after getting legged there. Bit of a stall now as the attackers group up towards short. Looking to push off the back of this whole, yeah, and H will bolt through, spots the waylay and lamps, and where Basil is TP'd with the op. I'm curious to see where he decides to pop out here. He gets spotted immediately by the HUD, and the Fatal will come out. Basil finds the op kill through all of it regardless. JP
One enemy
and
remaining.
Spaceman and their Tequila Sunrise is falling down. One by one. JP finds the last one with the K-Dag to secure round 4.
I think that the gamble TP from Basil there kind of saved MIBR because they had 3 people on the side and they were all just fighting pretty like well together. I'd say they were just winning their ones and it worked out for them. But I don't know. MIBR could have lost that round if Basil didn't TP there because I'm pretty sure the 2 players there would have been overwhelmed. But
yeah, and he did find the huge kill into short there with the op, so looking for Basil to maybe try to find another one here against Slow Ready as the rest of the team groups up towards short, pushing quickly as Andrew B does take down H. Basil finds the kill on the Slow Ready with that op. Shadow does find the kill on the Andrew B. Short lamps though, and does get naded off the angle, takes a lot of damage there. Will pop the ult, spots out K-Dag in the plant, Epsilon as well. They should know that they're hiding in that corner. The heals are coming out now from Epsilon. Conventional drift.
Decoy.
And he goes to lamps. His team there. Lazy not tired. Will find K-Dag. K-Dag does pop the ult. Doesn't have Lazy in it regardless. Nice shots from Epsilon. Oh,
and
MIBR. Yeah, great try. Great shots there from Epsilon to try to find that 3K, but ultimately it is a little just too much to do, and Lazy will get that up and save it into the next round.
in my opinion, they're just not hitting question marks. TS that is. They're just kind of grouping up together as 5, and then dude, this op is wrecking them. Basil is just getting ones these past couple of rounds, and it's just it kind of hurts TS's chances of getting back into the round.
Yeah, a bit of a looks like they are kind of trying to pressure maybe one side of the map and then thinking about going back, but maybe not draining enough utility from the defenders before they're rushing into it. Map will be up to start here. The haunt will be destroyed. Let's try to fight that angle, but Basil takes it down with that op. We were just talking about how much of an impact that op's having there as the K-Dag does get taken down as they try to peek through that wall, but Attacker's stalling out now a bit, deciding if they want to push back toward A. 3 players on the defense from B, so potentially a good read if they can hit this site together, but it does look like Lazy is going to peel off toward long, maybe try to hold that space and hit a TP, but they have not cleared shower, so.
Yeah, this is the problem again. They just don't have anyone looking towards the opposite side of where they're heading, and it just takes them way too long to re-clear everything. But they did get a pick here, so this could be the chance.
Yeah, they do find Andrew B, and JP does get the trade onto Slow Ready. Different part of the map though, but JP now making a long flank around towards short. We'll see if they're maybe going to be wise to it. They are looking now. Shadow will hear all these footsteps backside though as they look to try to fight this. JP does find the kill into Epsilon, and unfortunately that's just going to be too much to deal with. It will find the saturate will find Shadow, but it won't matter. Getting that rocket off. Get at least one more, maybe a little bit more damage, but the economy from MIBR, it's just not even really going to matter.
I would hope to see a timeout here. Just talk about getting like control when defaulting towards the map, because it just looks really rough when they don't initially get that 5-man exec towards either site basically. But it doesn't seem like they're getting a timeout. It seems like they're doing another 5-man hit, which is a little bold.
Yeah, I see the pings coming out in the shower. I would like for them to maybe contest that a little stronger, but once again, they're all just kind of pushing over. They do finally decide to send 2 people back, but Basil's once again just on this angle. I mean, how are you going to get him off? I guess the jump peek, I guess just like that. And he does manage to narrowly escape. And F1 will fall after pushing out of short. That's a little bit too much. The spacing not quite to their advantage. Shadow blasts himself through.
Yeah, before the raise, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, and Slow Ready to here down to very little HP. Oh, it does die before they can get the ult off, unfortunately. H will push out with that flash. Shadow is holding into lamps here. They see them out back site. Bomb will go down. It's like
Portal closed.
they know. Oh yeah, the C's gives it away. Fortunate with such little HP.
Last player standing.
And man, they're just running him over in U-Haul. Gonna be a tall order for H here. But I mean, the saturate is just gonna be too well timed from JP. There was like a world, I think, in which H could have done that, but yeah, unfortunately, saturate a little too much.
I'm kind of surprised that MIBR are winning these rounds, and they don't even have to use these ults. This way they have been in cycle, and they just haven't been needing it because they're just winning out all these duels. Because they're all fighting together, well, while TS are just giving ones every time. Giving kills to this op, giving like I don't know. There's ones getting picked off towards the entirety of the map, and it's just looking really bad from TS.
Yeah, I would like to see potentially holding some more like focus on the taking shower space away from Basil, using some utility to push him off. But I mean, he's just moving around the map too, so yeah, it's hard. You need to be able to have a stronger default when you're going in the face of an op. But H says, screw that, I'm going showers anyway with this TP. And I feel like they're going to try a more even split here. They did pick, yeah, you're right, they did pick the right site. Both will be coming out, just only spotting Andrew B immediately on site. The rest of the team will have to use this as a chance to retake. They do have a lot of ult to play with here. And I think we'll probably see what H does not connect. Solid damage though. Away. Nice shot onto Basil and Lazy for the 2K. And JP will find that kill though. Fortunate. But JP almost with the timing, but holy Slow Ready with that close range sheriff shot. And well, that'll just about cook that round, I think. And Andrew B will look to try to save here. Finds the one on Andrew B, but target rich environment. Shoot right down the middle. Slow Ready takes out Andrew B for their second round.
Yeah. I feel like that only worked because there was no one there to like punish these their faulty execs, and so they were just able to get in these good post plant positions, especially with the Viper's Pit. And yeah, I don't really want to see that again from MIBR. Just force stacking towards B. Just keep doing these like half stacks, and they should be fine.
Yeah, that was a bit of a gamble. Maybe they had a read, but seems like Tequila Sunrise will prefer to go back toward that shower. Keeps doing the same teleport here to find nobody in showers, but will ult the site, plant that TP into triple, and JP will rip that ult, find the kill onto Shadow, and the second one onto H, and 3 onto K-Deg. Perfect there to get away, but
last player standing.
Yeah, and
spike down.
What can you do? Slow Ready there. JP with the 4K though, nice shots off that saturate and the ult.
Dreams are a funny thing.
Or at least it was the ult, I think, but yeah. It's a tough one. It's hard to win against that many ults, and now they have 3 more. Or they still have the Astra and the Viper ult there. Yours
Yeah,
is now on the board.
Yeah, once again, they're just getting TS are just getting stopped at the choke points. It just seems like it's a challenge for them to even try and get onto a site.
Yeah, I mean, with that Viper lurk is so strong. I would like to see more just a Viper trying to work up space there, listen for information. But H will try to find Basil on this corner.
Fake teleport.
They know he's there now. TP's away though, so not much doing just as of yet. Lazy does get naded, will not take any damage before they escape behind their smoke. Shadow blasting onto site with that Bucky in hand. Will not find any resistance though as the defense here. Looking to set up for that retake. Potentially using some of these ults. It looks like Basil might. Yep, there it goes. And the ult will come out. Lazy holding into elbow there. Basil does TP, does know that there's somebody in that 2-2 that sees. 1 and 2 for Basil as, man. But H does find 2 nice shots. A third one, oh actually 4th kill. And does H lose? I don't think so.
Nice reposition from that 3v though, but he goes back in.
Yep. Oh, he will have to try to push this unless he can. Oh, and he gets off. Spots can play. Yep. No! The ace denied, but the round clutched regardless. You know,
Last round in the
sometimes it be
half.
like that, but
Yeah.
you get the round. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, once again, they're just kind of giving the site for free. Yeah, just who is it? Lazy just runs off the site and just gives them the site for free, so they don't punish Shadow for satcheling before the smokes are even out. Just kind of crazy. Just another lack of team play there from TS.
Will try to go push toward A. Basil, of course,
Cutting
in
through.
their face with that op. It's been his weapon of choice all game. And hard play. Landing shots just like that one. Little micro flick on the H to take out the second of the round. And the attack will look to be stalled out once again behind this Viper wall and the Molly.
There.
Deciding exactly what they want to do next. Still only 2 here. K-Deck does find the kill onto Lazy, but JP will force the ult out of K-Deck and will die regardless. Or actually, they'll shatter the deck, but K-Deck will stay alive into this round now after finding that kill. JP pushing into short here. Into elbow.
Last player
Fatal
standing.
will hit everything, and MIBR will look to clean it up. Epsilon is finding that kill onto Andrew B before JP with the backstab onto Epsilon for the 3K and finishing that 9-3 half.
Yeah, I mean it's just the same story over and over again.
Maybe let's kill them
It's just
before
that
they plant next time.
MIBR holding the chokes well for 9
here.
rounds, and just TS
Switching
not
sides.
being able to coordinate a good
Hey, stay
5-man
focused.
hit.
Those shits are trying to kill us.
I think, honestly, I think TS are kind of very fortunate to get 3 rounds, even though there's a big deficit. But man, it looked kind of rough.
Yeah, of course, a bit of a heroic round from H to secure their third. See how they fare on the defensive side here. It looks like the MIBR will be looking to at least do some sort of A hit this direction, or at least early A pressure. Try to fight some of that shower. Yep, it looks like they're going to fight some of that shower's control. Just throw that long
Cutting through.
flash into short. Not spotting anybody. The defender's looking to send 2 back towards A as
Spike
H does
carrier
find
killed.
Spaceman in shower. Spots more, of course, so that you know the probably gonna come here, calling those defenders over, but and a nice bam through the smoke onto Basil for that second kill of the round, bringing it to a 5v3. The attacker's looking a little more tentative now, not exactly sure if they're gonna get pushed, but Lazy finds K-Deck trying to sneak underneath. The Bandit shot's not quite landing. Will find H. And the third one on the slow ready. Oh
Last
man.
player standing.
Oh, what are you gonna do? Bandit demon.
Poison orb emitting.
It's the Reaver. It's
Poison's off.
Yeah, to lose this round like this, H did so good.
Oh, but will they know? Will they know?
One enemy remaining.
Oh man.
That is a
And-
rough one.
MIBR will take that round off the backs of some heroics from Lazy Not Tired Bandit, which I will never doubt again.
What was that, a 4v2, 5v2? Man.
4v2, but yeah.
Who was that
Yeah.
that wished on Lazy? Was that Slow?
I think so. For that third kill, I think, down short.
Yeah. Dude, that is rough.
Yeah.
I think that the door is closed now for TS, unless they...
I mean, they're going to have to force, which they will. They will force into this round. Of course, it's going to be a bit of a broken bye, but
Blinded.
it's about all you can do if you're down by a margin of 7 going into the second half. Flash coming out for Snow. H does find the kill in the JP before getting traded by the Vandal in the hands of Basil, which, no, now they know. Hey, they got a Vandal. Long-range fights might be a little more difficult, but the defenders not exactly sure where to pivot just yet as the attackers group back towards B, looking to take some hookah space.
Yeah, look at this over-rotate though from TS. They're playing really slow and just clearing everything out, but it...
Toxin screen down.
And I think that MIBR are about to capitalize off of it, because they're all just sitting B still. But
Yeah, and it looks like they will look to rotate now. It's going to be a bit of a late rotate nonetheless, but MIBR says, you know, maybe we can go back there. I do see the pings coming out of short. 40 seconds on the clock as the defenders may be wise to this as well. They're maybe trying to get some more info. Not quite sure exactly where they're going. See if
30 seconds
but
left.
Shadow will hear all of this as they stomp their way up short here. Holding the space with a Bucky. Bucky v Vandal. Oh, and just not quite enough as some of the... Only some of those bullets will land. K-Dag will throw that metal to get some damage chipped down. Already we'll find
10
the,
seconds
the
left.
Spectre
Spike
kill on the
down
Lazy.
A.
Epsilon finding the Stinger against Spaceman. It's going
nice
to
round.
be... That is the round. Due to the spike just kind of falling in no man's land there, but
No worries,
bit of a
Charlie.
strange one.
No worries.
I think they didn't want to commit B because they lost JP, and so they didn't have that entry power to
Need a drop.
just force their way through. So they were kind of scared that they stacked B, but unfortunately they read wrong, and they kind of lost the round because of it.
Time to jump.
Yeah, bit of a trying to
On,
manipulate
go.
the rotates, potentially a little too much, but looks like H will look to find an early contact into showers here with that Vandal. We'll have to back off from that haunt in their face, and will just manage to TP out behind the waylay, of course. So impressive with that utility.
Bomb.
But we'll look to clear anybody close into showers as Lazy does work up short, just a bit behind this smoke. Trying to see if they can find cheeky pick here. K-Dag will see Lazy should they peek if they looked at the right direction at the right time. It's going to be a bit of a strange timing, I think. No longer looking at short. 2 defenders stacked up into you.
Seems like Basil's just clearing space towards B, but he's not finding anything, and he might call his team back, honestly, if he can clear hookah here. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, you just regrouping with his team towards shower.
30
Slow
seconds
ready
left.
with the Ollie primed and ready. Does launch that towards shower to try to delay just a bit. Yeah, and K-Dag finding 2. Andrew be getting the trade. But Shadow will be hiding here with the judge. See if, oh, and Lazy finds the nice sheriff shot onto Shadow to rip that judge out of their hands. Slow ready's position noted. 3 bullets in the mag before deciding I need more of those. Epsilon hearing the footsteps does flash, but will flash too far, too
Out
deep
of touches.
behind Lazy as the
Idiots.
One enemy
Gonna lose
remaining.
to a judge that range
Last
9
player
times out of 10.
standing.
But here comes H trying to salvage the round in 1v1 versus Spaceman here. 4 bullets to play with. Does not elect
Ooh.
to stick to half for
I
Spaceman.
think time's gone.
Yeah, I think so too. Another tough one, but another round on the board.
What a great clutch from Spaceman there. He just didn't budge. It felt like he didn't hear the spike tap there, because he was kind of looking into the wall.
Yeah, or he just was banking on the fact that he could maybe try to come off and find that last kill, be confident in their aim.
I need a drop.
It
Thanks.
was not to be.
Either way, he got in
Time
H's head and then lost him the round.
Yeah, and looks like some early pressure down short with the Sheriff in hand. Maybe on the right side, but Lazy says, I have a Vandal, you do not. I win that fight. See you next round. Epsilon will back off a bit, electing to maybe crawl back out onto site. And it looks like the B hit will pop as Lazy does not find the kill onto Shadow there. Pushing the smoke, the C's, of course, getting slow ready down. Shadow finding a nice kill. Bit of a whiff there potentially on it from Andrew B. But unfortunate to have not killed after Shadow gets knocked down to 20 HP here.
Satchel out.
We'll elect to push out, and it will be too much. And JP finds a nice 4-piece onto that round. And that will bring them to map point.
Seems like, honestly, MIBR can just end it here. TS are low on money. They only have one ult in the Euro ult, which is a good ult, but man, it's gonna be hard because they have Viper's Pit for post plan, and they should. MIBR should have an easy entry with the Waylay ult here if they just wanna decide to do something fast here.
Yeah, it looks like they will have that Viper lurk over toward A while the rest of the team looks to contact toward... Well, no. They're not contacting. They're running. They're holding W. Epsilon trying to... does manage to find one. We'll try to flash in the face of H... or Basil, excuse me. And we'll find the kill as H bursts onto site with that ult. Does get spotted by the Haunt. And Guardian in hand will try to find a kill here. Swaps it out for the Vandal. And MIBR will look to rotate over to the site with only one defender, of course, K-Dag holding toward lamps. Trying to play behind this, hearing the footsteps. Oh, does not find the kill with the Stinger as the ult comes down. H looking for good timing. Does find the one.
Remaining.
Onto Spaceman. The ult's still up.
One enemy remaining.
A nice push out to find H into lamps. Now down to Epsilon with all to do for the map. And that will be it as Lazy does find the kill. The backstab onto Epsilon. MIBR takes map 1 against Kilo Sunrise. Welp. Just a bit too much. Alright, and welcome back to MIBR versus Tequila Sunrise. Map 2. MIBR taking that first map 13-4 against Tequila Sunrise on bind. This time we are going to see H on the veto, bandit in hand. Looking to see some interesting tech here. The H has any up their sleeves, so regardless, the attackers here are going to group up toward that mid push on a little bit more of a traditional comp. And into the first round we go. K-Dig taking that early space with Neon. Bandit in hand. Pulling back though after the utility comes out to try to drive them off. And K-Dig finds the first and the second onto Basil before getting traded by Spaceman. That classic shoot in that corner of that wall, managing to catch for the trade. H will push up with Bandit here and will get a bit of a unlucky timing against Lazy there. Also Bandit in hand, yet with that Reaver Bandit makes me want to buy that actually. Looks pretty nice.
But it might be TS are gambling good here, but they're kind of getting unsure. I kind of want to see Epsilon dog or get in for you, but it seems like he's about to do that.
Yeah, the dog will come through, spotting at least 2 diving past the first player there. The Prowler will come out, clear close. They do manage to push out onto site here. Epsilon will try to find at least one. Does get overran a bit there by the attackers.
One enemy remaining.
And a nice shot from
Spike
Shadow.
down A. 30
Overheal,
seconds left.
about to wear down. Trying to find some shots through the screen before JP escapes toward elbow to get that plant down.
Spike planted.
Likely knows that Shadow dropped here. One smoke in hand, trying to find a timing against the other here as they two ships passing in the night. The smoke coming down onto the bomb. JP backside, not quite looking the right direction just yet, but this smoke is going to obscure his location for at least another second here before Shadow taps the bomb and will find that kill onto JP for the 3K. Nice little clutch from Shadow to get Tequila Sunrise on the board first.
What TS are doing here at the first round? Their cop lacks a lot of info, so they instantly push B main, which I kind of like, and it worked out for them. Also, obviously Shadow had a massive clutch there to save them kinda from just losing from H's like a little bit inting there towards A main. But all good. Hopefully they don't get ecoed here.
Yeah, and they will put the Outlaw in the hands of K-Dag on that Neon, able to escape if needed. We'll look to stare directly into the face of these 4 attackers barreling down mid. Lots of utility coming out to try to push K-Dag off that angle. Shorty in hand, JP's refract. We'll bring them back to market.
It's
K-Dag
good.
still holding that.
Yeah, it's good question marking around the map. The
No peeking.
TS are kind of like lacking a lot of info here towards mid, and I'd hope they'd push something together to get more info.
Looks like they're going to try to contact up through mail into heaven. H will be waiting on a bit of an off angle here, finding that first kill. Spaceman backing up, not making any noise, but H says, not today, that bomb's mine, I'm going to claim it now. Here, Basil does try to push through garage. H finding the 3rd kill in hand, not missing many with those. Andrew B pushing this smoke and just swinging into way too many players as H does find the 4K. Looking to get a flawless round as Lazy
30 seconds left.
decide what they want to do here. Into mid, out of sewers.
Seems like H might not get the duel here. I think Shadow might get it first.
Yeah, and it looks like Shadow, a bit of a late reaction there, but we'll find the kill regardless for the flawless round. Looking to bonus these, what was that, two Vandals, Outlaw and 2 Bulldogs. Not a bad buy at all going into round 3, giving themselves a really, really nice chance into this first rifle round of the game.
Kind of seems like TS are stacking the right side here, unless Shadow just runs away. But
ready.
good They got a good setup here and a good chance to get a bonus conversion.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough anti-bonus. The Haunt will spot out Shadow and Heaven, but they spam through the smoke, catching Basil. The long-range Bulldog landing enough to get the job done. That will stall out the attackers just a bit as they look to work their way up toward Heaven, but so much mid-space control from K-Dag to the defenders will just know that they're all here. And JP,
nice.
the wall goes down, just, yeah, nice shot, taking out Shadow.
Yeah.
Each still on site, though. Knowing that
It seems like
most of them no, you're all good. Epsilon collecting that Vandal. Haunt will spot him. And then finds one on the flank. It will not be enough as JP finds the trade.
It seems like MIBR used a lot of util there towards the initial spam kill there. So they just kind of have to contact here,
left.
which is what they're doing. And they've gotten into an equal. Oh, slow.
Yeah, JP does find the kill onto Slow Ready after Slow tried to find a timing through that smoke. JP a little bit too wise to it as Epsilon will try to rotate back through Alley here as
10
seconds
left.
on the clock. They do manage to get the bomb down.
Spike planted.
And we'll look to set up in a bit of a split post plant. JP will try to play close. And H and Epsilon here will regroup toward Heaven.
Last player standing.
JP finds the nice push out in the rafters for the 4K.
He's up for
Andrew
the
B
ace.
spotting Epsilon's gun. And Andrew B says, that's my kill. Sorry about that. And
Did
yeah,
JP
alright,
fall
that
off
is-
rafters there? Or what happened?
he did refract away. I'm not exactly sure to where.
I should
but
play some Astro
yeah,
Stars in this
like-
reality.
more focused on just securing the round. Probably for the best.
Yeah. Shows that they're playing good as a team, so. Ooh, wise words from Lazy in the chat.
All right. Epsilon will once again look to hold this deep angle into screens with the Vandal this time and reacts just a split second too late. Epsilon will take a bit of chip. Pulls away toward Heaven as the MIBR looks to group up toward ramps and A main. They have the space behind those smokes, but the dog will come out from Epsilon to try to get some info. Basil will break it. Not sure if it's spotted Andrew be there. Shadow looks to reposition back into vents.
There.
Dig with all the mid-space JP finding the kill into Epsilon and popping that ult, pushing back through Heaven all the way to screens, but oh no! And Shadow had the chance to trigger this one. They could not. He finds two, holding down
Down
sight,
A.
TP away, but unfortunately JP hears that, says not today, and Snows, or I mean, excuse me, H will fall
Last
for
player
that.
JP
JP finding the third one on a bit of a heater here as
Spike
Lazy
planted.
manages to get the bomb down and finds the fourth onto K-Dag, putting themselves at 9-2 so far in this map, bringing it even 2-2.
Seems like the lack of info here are just kind of getting the better of them. I really want to see these flashes from Epsilon, but he's kind of holding on to them until he dies, which is kind of unfortunate that they're playing the info game poorly.
Yeah, and of course they're going to have to save here with the economy in shambles. Epsilon looking to pop this high blind for early info. Will confirm that there are at least some players toward A, but Basil will take out H in the gun duel down ramp. Slow Ready looking to try to delay this push in, but the attackers have all gone to B. They're going to hit mostly empty site. K-Dag will look to try to find at least one, does break their legs on the way down. Bit of an unfortunate jump. Slow Ready trying to find anything backside, but will get caught by Andrew B, spamming through that smoke. And the right click, nice kill into Basil before JP finally gets the trade with the Phantom.
Spike planted.
And that will set up a 3v2 post plan as JP looks to push into spawn. Hearing footsteps and the flash, will they be ready for the swing?
One enemy remaining.
That is a nice kill from JP to try to put this round away as Epsilon looks to, or excuse me, Shadow looks to maybe try to find another. And we'll find one onto Spaceman, but 2v1 will be tough here with time winding down on that clock before that bomb will go off. And Overheal will disappear. And thinks better of it. Looks to save that Phantom into the next round.
Just seemed like a gun diff to me.
Yeah, clean shots there too. I mean, JP on a heater on this waylay, showing that why they're one of the best on this agent in this tournament.
He's creating so much space and just pushing into the spawn. It's a little bit inty, you know. He's kind of overheating, but he's making it work.
More importantly, I think he's making the Tequila Sunrise just really worried about anywhere that he is. Like, if I'm Tequila Sunrise, I see JP, I'm thinking, okay, they're coming to me. They're pushing behind him because they're doing a really great job of it. So,
yeah.
passing the ball down to heaven now. And the dash on the site. Epsilon can't really hear anything. Does fall to JP.
Like I never left.
Lots of space into screens. And Shadow will find that first kill. Nice little flick onto Spaceman before the trades come through. 2v3 situation where H looks to maybe take an early timing here through
Spike planted.
sight. Will not be wise to this. Does whiff a little bit onto Andrew B before finding the kill. Finds the nice shot onto Basil before he manages the TP away. Lazy, all up to them with this. Molly does miss the Molly. Unfortunate. Finds the kill through screens onto H before getting traded. K-Dag taking out Lazy, but cures the round to bring it back even 3-3.
Seems to me there that JP's overheating finally got to him. He pushes spawn there and just gets kind of wrecked by I think it was K-Dag, was it? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, just a little unfortunate. Maybe a lesson for next time. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we will go into round 7 here. MIBR looking to just group up toward B with that lurking Viper, holding at least space for info before Basil says, well, I'm going on the site. I have this clearing the whole thing. The dog as well coming out before he just decides to pop out onto site. What was that fight? Oh, that was in good. H will take out Lazy, getting the trade. And they will have to try to set up for this retake here. Skydog maybe not quite finding enough. Spawning out too many positions. H noting that JP will be backside. Flash coming in does confirm. Bit of a stall as the util is exchanged. And they will come out from JP. The dash in, and, well, man, went into a firing squad, unfortunately. Not quite slowing enough. And Spaceman looking to do some heroics here. Will find, oh my god. And MIBR cleans up the round off the back of a lot of nicely placed utility there.
Pry open their minds. Find the weakness.
Man, that's kind of rough. I think what made that retake kind of just... It just took too long. That was the main issue. So they had no time to just clear everything, and Ruby just gets a nice spam off. And
yeah, and you know, with JP's ult trying to delay things and the dash kind of not going their way, it really didn't even matter with the rest of the utility. So a big fight coming out here. No kills until Lazy finds K-Dag, and Basil will find Epsilon after that initial push. Noting Shadow's position very low, trying to retreat back towards screen. And the dash from JP, and Shadow will find JP with that close range shot on the Classic. Nice kills from H off that Bucky, and the Classic will collect the Phantom to try to push further onto site. Unaffected by that. I actually didn't know that interaction was like that. It doesn't even scan him. Evolution still active. spamming through that smoke. We'll have to reload.
One enemy remaining.
Find that kill. We'll collect on the
Spike
spaceman.
down A.
We'll fall to Andrew
Last
B.
player
1v1
standing.
situation. Slow ready. Looking to push backside. Not quite seeing. Andrew B does spot him, but Andrew B is too good. Says, see you next round, champ. Gets that bomb down. Well, tries to for the extra money, but nice little round secured by MIBR there.
It was a little bit unfortunate for TS. I think Shadow just did so really good on site. They're stalling them and then baiting for H just to get those kills. But I think H got a little just too eager there and didn't fight with his teammate there, which is kind of why they got clutched on.
Yeah, I mean, if you're shooting like H does, I see the vision with the old evolution pops and everything, but bit of a
Can't blame him.
yeah. He will TP back into mail after not noting anybody, but Basil trying to get this timing behind that runaway. Will slip into vents as the round does seem to stall out a bit. Maybe looking for some action over there toward ramp as the flash does connect on the players in main. Basil does get a nice little, he's sneaking right behind them. I mean, Shadow in a bit of a, I mean, it could be a one and done spot if they go to check it. They do not push though, and instead push site Epsilon, finding Lazy. Basil getting the trade onto Epsilon before the attackers do manage to get onto site, but Shadow maybe a bit surprised to see Basil there. Doesn't even matter. Manages to get the kill, but does fall to Spaceman, finding
Spike
that trade.
planted.
The defense now looking to secure heavy control and set up for that retake.
I think MIBR need to get space here. They're just gonna lose if they just sit on site here, unless they just like win out their duels.
Yeah, and it will probably come down to that as they go to push onto site. Neon ult pop, sliding into Hall, not quite getting anybody just yet.
Last player standing.
Oh man,
One enemy remaining.
the right click, finding the 1v1. Oh. Man, what a bit of chaos that was. Gun collected, 10 bullets.
Cover going out. What's another
We'll have
death?
to stick this though. See if Spaceman pushes in. And will find the easy kill on the slow ready. Bit of chaos there toward elbow, even with the neon ult popped in, just not enough to sit that round.
Yeah. It's just a little bit of whiffage, but man, I have no idea what happened with slow ready. He was like, what was he doing? He was just running through the site. And did Spaceman just bait his entire team?
I think he was just trying to play the bomb and not engage in that fight. The two players toward elbow were the ones that were, I mean, I thought being that close together, the neon ult was going to kind of melt him, but JP said, I have a shorty, I don't really aim that much with this, so finds the kill. K-Deck pushing quickly with the stinger. We'll see almost the entirety of MIBR waiting for them.
Just seems really desperate.
Yeah, they're just kind of throwing what they can, trying to see if they can get anything early going. JP does find the kill onto H into Raptors, and the second kill onto Slow Ready on site. Shadow pushed back here by that
Spike planted.
Venom. And JP checking out Heaven. Not seeing
One
anything,
enemy
so
remaining.
NGB finding the kill into Epsilon. Shadow will try to peek out here and find one, but position noted.
Oh.
The run and gun by Lazy Not Tired, Phantom close range. Hey, one's a bit bound to hit, right? If you just hold W, so 7-3 now for MIBR.
Yeah. It's nice that TS understand that their comp just lacks info and they're trying to push everything, but the spacing's got to be a little bit better than that, surely. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Split's one of those maps where you have to decide, all right, we have to push one side of the map early, get some space, get some info, and then make our decision from there. But tough when you're not winning these early fights, which we're going to see yet another one of as the stun comes out. H finds the kill onto Basil, spamming through smoke.
Spike down A.
Oh, and 3-2.
One
Shadow
enemy
will find
remaining.
2, and a third onto Lazy. And
wow.
a fourth. Big round. I mean, right after we say, hey, you got to get that space early, at least one part of the map, they both choose the same
round
one.
before the switch.
Bit of extracurriculars from Shadow after that round for going to the last round of the half.
Yeah. We've got some ults coming up here from MIBR, so I'd like to see them try and get some of these orbs here, which I'm assuming their game plan is. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, you're one off. Let's see, the Waylay and the Yoru ult, and you have 2 up ready right now. They're probably going to try to get this space here. K-Deg will take a bit of a... try to get one here off the off angle, but the Astra ult will come through. Oh, K-Deg will be in front of it. Basil does find the kill onto Shadow.
Welcome to my
H decides
world.
better of it. We'll regroup towards screen,
I'm
but
back.
Basil... position noted with that ult, does flash through, but... what? Oh, there. Just like that, H will step right through, say, see you later, Basil. Andrew be pushing up, tries to find one. H says, no way, not you this time either. Bit of chaos on site as JP and Lazy both find their kills. JP ripping that ult, getting the boost. Will look to find this last kill onto H, who is slow for the time being. Tries to push in, catch a timing, but JP says, that is my round.
Switching sides.
I mean, that is just an ult diff, really. I want to say. They got the...
Yeah, it's like when you don't feel like you need to use them, and then the last round comes up and everybody rips them at the same time. Kind of a classic.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't even try and go for the orb. No one went for the orb. They just ran and killed the guy, which is kind of what we've been seeing throughout the series. But, oh man, it just looks rough from TS. They're not particularly winning any duels right now. But
Yeah, I mean, who needs an orb if killing gives you an orb? You know what I'm saying?
so true.
All right. K-Deg looking to early pressure up mid, pushing Lazy off that line. Hearing the ropes as Lazy does go to escape. They're pushing quickly through vent here. Lazy finding the one first onto H with that bandit. Spaceman finding the kill. Slun will get the trade. Lazy on low HP here, still alive, pushing into screens. Basically, nice shot onto Shadow to clear that player off the site. Andrew B looking to push through that smoke with the ghost in hand, noting the footsteps. And Slow Ready finds the kill into Lazy. Didn't need too much, but Basil says,
Now
I got a deagle, you do not. Finds 3 kills and inches them ever closer to 13 rounds. Pushing map 2 out of the hands of Tequila Sunrise.
They're just... I mean, we've seen this from Vine. They're just 5-man hitting, and they have no space anywhere else, and Basil's taking that A main space and just getting that free pick on Shadow there. And just holding the space, making TS kind of feel
time to jump.
claustrophobic. Just... yeah, feels bad for TS.
More early presence toward mid. Basil taking out H on that early fight into garage. K-Deg kind of jumping around into heaven here, trying to find out any of those players might be playing. Andrew B on site with the Bucky, hearing everything happening around him. Does that first shot, not quite connecting. Damage being done.
Oh
Minus
my.
2. And potentially a third if you get the bullet reloaded. Basil finding that outlaw kill. Andrew B looking for that last one, stunning that corner, not quite there. And eventually cleaning it up onto Epsilon. The battle of the Buckies goes in the favor of Andrew.
How does he get away with
it? Holy smokes. He can't
like
keep
everyone-
getting away with this.
Yeah, it feels like everyone was just flabber or
I'm going above.
too folk or tunnel visioned on the guy on site, I think. And oh man, Andrew B just runs up on them and just kills them all.
Yeah, you know. Remember when the right click on the Bucky used to be like insane at long distance? Like
That was so long ago.
yeah, you were killing people in Ascent mid with that crap, man.
That
Yeah.
was in middle school.
Oh no! Basil exposing themselves just a little bit too much before K-Deg runs down Lazy in mid. Disrespecting that utility, just managing to run through and find that kill anyway. Basil on 6 HP, looking to try to get one here.
Dead.
It does find the nice snap onto K-Deg. Gaping with their life just barely. H will look to maybe try to find a kill into stairs there, but Smoke
guy in his
separating
shotgun.
them. Yep,
Spike
and he
planted.
does find the kill onto H with that shorty up close. Injury back with the Bucky. It's finding this chip damage that ever so important. Still managing to live. The stats rate coming through. JP will find the kill with the Sheriff. Stinger in heaven, not much to do. Spaceman looking to potentially just stick this while the fighting happens around them. And the stick will come through. And, man, MIBR just kind of running away with this one.
They're not clearing sight. They're just going for plays at this point. Trying to get those clip. Oh man, it's
Yeah, I mean,
it's a bittersweet end to TS scene here, but
you know, with all this momentum off these last two matches from MIBR, they might be like a sleeper pick for these play-ins.
yeah.
Can't lie, they're looking real nice.
I'm kind of scared for them though, because they're playing this under beast.
That's okay.
They're-
That's what Urgent cares for.
Yeah, true.
Flash through, not spotting any. The Flash, unfortunately, getting H killed there, but the trade does come through off the back of that Stinger in the hands of K-Deck. Andrew B has a lot of space now. Shadow will find Spaceman onto ramps. JP, hearing all the rope, all the noise, will find that shot onto K-Deck before managing a refract away. And that will be the site for the attackers. Bomb going down. Safe
Spike
position.
planted.
JP looking to push, noting the dog, before the dog notes
Scout
JP.
destroyed.
One enemy remaining.
And Slow Ready does find the kill, the backstab, and Shadow will clean up that round with that kill onto Andrew B for the 3K.
Yeah. Loki, I was distracted by Andrewby's broken feet, so I kind of zoned out.
Hey, we all do it sometimes. I like, no matter how many times, that one and the one on Abyss where you're like in spawn and you jump too high and you break your ankles. That one feels real stupid. I hate that one.
Yeah.
It's
Over the years, you get used to it though. I think. But
More mid-pressure here. I mean, that seems to be the game plan for Tequila Sunrise here, using that Neon to get them to have it blind.
Spike down.
Hazel
mid.
and Andrew B do find 2 kills as they try to push through that smoke, and it will not be enough. Shadow finding the kill onto JP, breaking open the site at least a little bit. I mean, nobody else is there on site to meet them. 2 players stalled out in mid, all the attention going towards them. They should know that somebody is site, though. Oh, and man.
Spike
Oh
down.
boy,
mid.
Lazy finding that kill on the Slow Ready. Close range shenanigans. Epsilon still looking to work mid. Does find the kill onto Basil, who has his flash in his hands. Refights this one. Does find the second kill. Nice shot on the
Last
Lazy.
player standing.
But it will not be enough. Shadow and Epsilon both falling. And that will put MIBR onto match point.
Match point.
yeah, seems like MIBR are just getting used to the mid pushes again, but it seems like TS are changing it up this time. Going A.
Yeah, they after the getting kind of obliterated through that smoke, I'm not thinking they want to go through mid again.
Yeah. When they have picked the right side, so Spaceman might get overwhelmed here.
Yeah, I mean, this Odin's gonna have to go bigly in order for them to have a chance here. They might. Let's see if they even check it. To be honest, I mean, the spam is going to come through and will get the kill on end 2 from Spaceman. I mean, that's what you wanted to see. Flash hitting right into the face of H. The off will try to spot. H does collect
One
the kill.
enemy
Epsilon getting
remaining.
the trade onto JP and B will find
One
Shadows.
enemy
Who does pop
remaining.
the ult. Doesn't matter though, as Spaceman will finish this off. Epsilon
Defenders
and
win.
Shadow falling to that Odin. Nice little 4K from Spaceman to sign off on the regular season there for their team as they look to carry that momentum into play-ins. JP with another screamer. 21-10. 316 on the ACS.
This guy's just getting free kills. They're just not expecting him to push into spawn. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Waylay is, you know, now that everyone's kind of unlocked how to play her and how to play around her on the map and support her, I fear that whoever has the Waylay player on their team may have just a bit of an advantage because of that. And that's
Yeah,
what
and
we're
I mean,
seeing kind of in general.
yeah, and he's so fearless. Like sometimes it loses some games, but man, it really won them. I think or it made it easier. I would say this entire series. I also want to shout out Basil's opping. Man, it looks like really nice. Or just sniping overall. That he's just holding so much space and just getting those early picks. It's something to look out for, I'd say. I think he's kind of an underrated player, I would say. Not a lot of people just like mention him as one of the fraggers, but he's doing really good.
Yeah, I love to see that Yoru up. It is strong with the TP and the repositions, obviously, across the map with that teleport. And, I mean, also it's just sometimes you're not really expecting it, right? Maybe if you see I mean, nowadays you're seeing a lot of op onto the Waylay, you can refract away, etc. But the op on the Yoru looks pretty nice. All right, we're going to move call. All right, welcome Spaceman from MIBR, the winning side, of course, 2-0. Congrats on the win. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty clean. Knight, do you want to start with the questions if you have any?
Yeah. Well, what was the plan with the JP? Is it just to send him in? Like, what is he doing his own thing, or are you guys telling him to do stuff?
JP is really, really smart in terms of how he wants to take fights as a duelist. So I feel like we let him do a lot of what he wants to do, but I try to just be like, hey, like I'm calling out what util I have as the Fade, or Basil as Yoru. It's like we have this. Like if you want to do something, go for it. If you notice, there's a lot of C's Waylay plays. There's a lot of Yoru flash into Waylay dash, and we really just try to connect those two things. But mostly it's JP like sensing something and us trying to react around. He's like, hey, let's go, or something like that. So he has a lot of freedom, but we try to at least connect something to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
oh, do you want to ask?
Oh no, you keep going. I'll get the next one.
I'm a little late to ask this, but like, what prompted Basil to play Yoru, and why has he been like playing it a lot, or?
Yeah, so it's kind of funny how that happened. So Basil and I are friends, separately and before this, and just in our stacks, I had been playing Yoru a lot, just like with our friends. I wanted to learn it. It's really good, and I have no shame in saying this. Basil is just kind of a flat out better player than me, so we were struggling a bit, and I was like, what if we just, swap you onto this fragging role? I can just go more full-time initiator, kind of helps me call, and I wouldn't even say I'm like a full IGL, it's like mostly pre-rounding, but that like just lets me call a bit better, and he can just frag out, and it's been working for us really well. So he's experienced on Yoru, it's not like he just learned it, but yeah, he just frags out really well, and it lets him take kind of his crackhead timings that he likes to take, because he's just always pushing. I'm sure you see that on the broadcast. So
Yeah, exactly. And so my question was kind of actually, you talked about it a little bit with the pre-round calls versus, sounds like there's a lot of micro calling happening, like hey, flash here or throw the haunt here, which obviously will win you a lot of individual fights. In the mid round though, when you do decide to mix it up, I mean, where are those ideas coming from, and is it part of like, is it that being enabled by the fact that you do have a more vocal duelist, or the fact that you do have Basil kind of taking these strange timings around the map?
yeah, I think it really comes down to who has resources a lot. If as the ult cycles start to come up, it's like, okay, Andrew, if he has something he wants to do, or Andrew, excuse me, if he has something he wants to do with his Astral ult, he's like, hey guys, like I think this could work. Basil's often calling Yoru ults, connecting it to the Waylay ult with JP. I think it's really almost like a power play type system. Like we have this heavy ultimates, or I have a plan for this, and we kind of just work off of that. So it's like me kind of guiding traffic in the beginning, and then maybe giving us like an idea of how we want to do it. Like a lot of times I'll be like, hey, let's prod here but try to NB, and then see where the round takes us. So it's kind of a lot of like individuals power play calling, like, okay, I've got this, I want to do it, let's go, and then we do a really good job of like listening to each other.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I feel like we can see that kind of materialize from the outside looking in, as a lot of those plays look to be well coordinated. Yeah, that's the main question I had. Knight, do you have anything else?
Oh yeah, so you guys are locked in for 6th seed. That means you'll be facing JDG. You guys lost last time. Do you guys have anything to say to them, or are you like hoping to win this game?
Well, I mean, of course we're hoping to win it, but we played them really early on in the season. I think it was 2-1, and it was relatively close. We actually got ran over by them on bind. I don't remember which one of them played the Sova, but he was going fucking crazy on Sova.
Yeah,
Excuse my
same.
language. So we actually, I don't know if how much like into the map sets people get, but we've banned bind a lot because of that game. And today was the first time we were like, we got Basil on your now. Like, let's see how this goes, and it went really well. So maybe that'll be back in the pool. We'll get to rematch them. But we feel as confident as we have into these last few games. We got nothing to lose. We're all happy to have made it to playoffs. This is what we wanted to do. So just gonna have fun and try our best to continue what we've been doing.
Yeah,
Sounds
and
good.
you have a lot of momentum going in there. So best of luck against JDG. Two great teams about to throw down to see who can get into those playoffs. But thank you, Spaceman. And
Can I add one thing really quick?
Oh yeah,
too?
go for it. Yeah.
Lazy just wanted to touch on the fact that he has like absolutely no practice on Viper on either of those maps. It was just absolutely running circles, particularly on bind. So I don't know if you noticed, but he missed every defense wall on our defense.
Yeah,
on
the
bind.
one that's supposed to go through
Yep.
the TP, right? Yeah, I did. notice
Every
that.
single one he missed.
I was
but
being nice though. I didn't want to.
He still somehow hard carried us. So yeah, all props to him and props to everyone today. Everybody played super well. So thank you guys
Yeah,
so
I
much
get
as well for the production.
Yeah, of
thank
course.
you.
Get those lineups down, and maybe you just will never lose on bind again.
Yeah,
you
true.
never know. So,
Mm.
alrighty. Well, thank you very much, and see you next time.
Yes, thank you.
Bye.
All right. Well, suppose the next time will be. How many more matches are left of the regular season? Do we know? At least just one. Is it one?
The
or two?
round robins.
Yeah.
That was it. That was the last one.
Oh, that was the last one. I thought. Wood had one more. I don't
Yeah,
know
no,
why.
that's the last one. That's the last. No, they played a. Oh wait, you're right. Wood do have one. Oh yeah, Wing
Okay.
would, but
Almost. Almost.
Yeah,
in the
it
end.
doesn't matter seating wise, so that's why.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we are inching ever closer to the play-ins and the eventual conclusion of season 2. It's been a really good one. There's been a lot of teams, a lot of good plays, a lot of fun maps. So looking forward
I
to
want to
it.
ask you guys, who do you guys think are gonna win from what we've seen?
In general, like out of everybody.
Yeah. Or
Oh, man.
yeah, out of the 6.
Put me on the spot.
Well, I will say when DRX, the team I was on, when we played Tech Pause Esports EMEA, we took them to 3 maps, but honestly they were really tough. Obviously they're the top of the standings for a reason, so I'm gonna look toward them. DRG, of course, I just like every time I play with Amara, I'm just like, man, they are talking, they have ideas. So them, and then of course I would love to see MIBR succeed as kind of this dark horse team on a heater going into it. So that's kind of who I'm looking. But I think it'll be tough to beat Tech Pause, honestly, behind those players that they have.
Yeah, sounds good.
And shouts out to Wingman Warriors too. They're also good.
Glazing every
My bed,
team.
man. Yeah, but dude, I mean, they were so hard when we played them too. There's just a lot of really good players in this tournament, honestly. So I keep thinking of people that have shit on me. So, oh man. But if I had to pick one, I'm gonna say Tech Pause.
Yeah.
What about you? What do you think? I can't be the only one making predictions here.
I think I'm just biased because after my team Koi got knocked out, I went full on coaching for JDG. So I'm trying to help them and fix them, and I'm assuming Linus, you also are just super biased towards Tech Pause Esports. Yeah, you gotta say it. Wow. Wow. Hates his own team. I see.
Well, I just don't want to pick what the the boring obvious pick. But I think MIBR are a really good shout. I think obviously today they look really good against a team that's not good, TS. But I think also MIBR are just they're capable of being one of the top teams. And so I'm not going to make a prediction as to who will win because I think it would be at EMEA. They're their most consistent team, and I think at the end of the day, consistency is going to win above all else in a tournament like this. But I think MIBR would be a decent shout for like making it far in the tournament and a lot further than I think people think they will make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like what they're
you're
doing.
clicking.
Yeah.
You got to peak at the right time, you know? That's what they say.
Yeah.
So true.
Yep. Well, I
Well,
think
alright.
that's it for us, and that's almost it for round robin. But like you said, one more game doesn't really matter, but might be streamed. We'll see, and then we'll be into LCQ and playoffs. That's it for this stream.